I said the Lamborghini, the Lambo. We riding in this one.
Here we go. Camera check, quiet please. Welcome to Mama. Right here. And action.
What up? I'm Big Sean. This is my mom.
Hi, I'm Big Sean's mom, Myra Anderson.
And this is
Mama, I Made It with Chime.
So, let's get into it. Did I make it or did you make it?
Well, I never thought he'd grow up to be a rapper. I don't think any mother looks at her baby and says, oh, I hope you grow up to be a world-class rapper.
World-class rapper. That's a good way. That's a very teacher way to describe it, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you are. I wanted him to be happy. He had a talent for it that I recognized when you were 11, right? When you did that rap for me. And I was amazed that he could memorize all that and remember what he was saying. And, you know, he had a nice little sway, and I recognized the talent.
So I don't remember what it was, but I'm just pretty sure it was like a lot of manifesting in the raps. Probably talking about rollies and Benzes and buying my mom a house and stuff like that, so. I don't think teachers get paid enough at all, man.
No, they don't. Not
Yeah.
for what they go through.
Mom sacrificed so much.
Yeah, I ran up my credit cards. I was in tremendous debt, but
Absolutely.
I never thought it would pay off like it did. I thought you would go on to college, you know, which he was on his way to college until, 2 weeks before you were supposed to be at Michigan State. But I knew he was going to be successful. I didn't necessarily think you were going to make a living as you have, you know, but I'm not surprised.
Growing up, I didn't really have an idea. Maybe just being a millionaire or something like that.
You probably were thinking when you were younger in terms of fancy cars and...
Yeah, just not, not having to like be broke, Especially when money is like not at your disposal, you kind of have a fear-based way of looking at it. And it's like, you're scared of losing it. Like I remember when I made my first $1 million and I was like, I should have been more excited, but I was like, fear. It was like, oh shit, now like I can't lose it, It did motivate me, but at the same time, it's like, I should have been more celebratory of that moment. Money is like water. It's like, it goes, it like dries. It's like, you have to keep replenishing it. You got to keep like, at least putting it in a glass. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we could take 100,000 and put it in a stock market. We could take 100,000 and put it in an investment firm.
You use money to make money grow, to grow more money. That's what I hope I passed on to you.
That's one of the biggest things I want to pass on to Noah is like having a portfolio for him. I kind of feel like he's such a smart, capable young man already. I could just see the potential in him. Of course, I'm gonna teach him and anyone around me the things that I've learned, but I think you gotta embrace what you're here for and what you're meant for, and like the money flows and you realize that you're still the same person with or without it, My car collection. It's not much of a collection, but yeah, I'm not an idiot with the cars, Right?
You could be better,
Okay.
but
My vintage Cartier glasses collection, is it worth it or return it? Return it? I like it. Yeah. My Rolexes.
oh,
What? They like doubled in value.
okay.
$120,000 ring I got for my birthday.
I'm not
That's the
even.
green one.
Oh, that's the. Oh. All right. Well, there's a story behind this one. He had this ring. It's my birthstone, so he gave it to me. And then about an hour later, he said, well, you know what? Let me wear it this evening to this event he was going to. So I said, okay. So he wore it
Yeah,
to
my
the...
birthday.
Well, anyway, he gave me this ring. He borrowed it for that night, and I never got it back. And now he lost it.
No, I found it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I found it.
Oh, well, now you
Yeah.
can give it to me again. Totally worth it then.
Yeah. I got with Nipsey, we did right before he passed, Deep Reverence. I say, if it costs your peace of mind, it might be too expensive. You know, which one is worth more sometimes? And obviously there were times where I sacrificed my peace of mind so much for the check. I was like after the bag, and it took its toll in so many ways, like your health, mental, physical.
Well, and a lot of times it doesn't matter. You can have a whole lot of money, but then you still are seeking stuff, and it's not bringing you happiness or fulfillment. You know, you keep chasing something.
Maybe not in every single song, but like a lot of the songs, I had something that people who are on the pursuit of happiness can really like hold on to, you know what I'm saying?
Remember that first song you wrote about me? The first one a long time ago. I felt really special then, and I felt like, oh,
Oh.
I am appreciated. Or
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
he was listening. That's something you kind of realize sometimes. Oh, he was listening to what I was saying. He did follow some of my advice.
I mean, the most meaningful song on there is One Man Could Change the World on Dark Sky Paradise, just because, you know, it's mainly about grandma and, you know, her kind of like implanting that idea in my head of, you know, one man could change the world and showing me by example.
One Man Can Change the World.
It's a good song.
I mean, it's wonderful. My favorite, though, is I Don't F with you.
Yeah.
You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't F with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I see it as an empowering song. It's like I'm taking care of me, you know? So that's what that means to me.
Do you know how much it costs to upkeep my beard? That's a kind of funny question, but
Do you
that's one
know
of
how
the-
much it costs?
One of the questions they,
Ooh.
I do it myself too sometimes. What's the wildest thing I ever did for a check? I don't do nothing too crazy.
When you ate that hot, those.
I ate the hot wings.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, that was the wildest bathroom trip after that, boy. Wildest purchase? Eliante, for sure.
What's that? Is those shoes?
Elliot got me Rocky.
I said, you know, you have some shoes.
Yeah, for sure.
The biggest purchase he made that he totally regrets.
Oh, I know. Oh, wait, I don't want to embarrass myself or not. I said the Lamborghini, the Lambo.
Well, yeah,
I had a
now-
Lamborghini Aventador convertible. I was so hyped to get it. You know, it's like a $500,000 car or something crazy.
And then did you
Yeah.
bump it along like that?
So my mom comes and hops in it with me. We riding in this motherfucker. I'm like, man, it's cool, right? She's like, nah, I don't really like it that much. I was like, damn. Best thing I ever purchased. She said her condo.
My condo he bought me. I was so grateful when you bought me that.
My most meaningful purchase. Yeah, house. I remember I would stay in these Sheraton hotels at Universal, and I would see the houses in the hills, and then the first house I brought was looking at that Sheraton. That room where I knew I was gonna set the studio up, I saw that hotel right there. So, all right, so the next question is, when were you most proud of me? I think I know when. When I brought you your red Cadillac
I'm saying your Detroit show at Joe Louis.
Joe Louis.
I mean, that was just so perfect.
I had a show at Joe Louis where I brought Eminem out and Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
A whole bunch of Danny Brown, Dej Loaf.
Yeah, it was
Mike Posner.
it was so good for the city. It was perfect. It was amazing. Oh, and the other thing, when I heard your first song on the radio, I was like, oh! And then at school, one of the teachers, we were in a teacher's meeting and somebody said, oh, well, that's Myra's son. You know, so I was real proud. And he said, that's your son? That's your son? He couldn't believe it.
Dang, that's fire.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, a moment where you felt like I made it, was there like a moment that you felt like that?
Do you remember that show you did at Michigan State?
Oh, yeah.
You had such command of the stage. I couldn't believe you were able to use the whole stage so effectively and to relate to the audience. And this was very early on, you know.
I mean, that show was amazing. I remember the feeling of feeling like, whoa, this is like a new level.
Yeah, you ran out onto the stage. Wow, it was just amazing.
There's nothing like playing to a sold out crowd, no matter what size. So don't make me cry.
I just knew, I saw the greatness, I'll put it that way.
I appreciate that. Oh. Shout out to you, Mom. Everybody clap it up. Everybody behind the scenes, clap it up. I know it's Mama I made it, but she's the one who made it, so, you know, yeah. Follow Chime for more Mama I Made It.